I didn't get a chance to mention this story this week, but I wanted to give it to you on the weekend because I thought it was really interesting. Before email came along, people were sending CVs via the fax machine. And when they were sending them via fax machine, they would want to take off the contact details for the candidate, perhaps their phone number, for example. And they would do that using Tipp-Ex. And we were chatting about it in the office this week because one of my colleagues remembers doing just that. I was just off the edge of that and was sending CVs via email when that was sort of really coming through. But people were sending it via the fax machine before that, and they were using Tipp-Ex. And people sometimes ask me, why do you need to take off our contact details on the CV nowadays? Now, you get CVs in many forms now, normally in Word. You can sometimes get it in PDF or something else. But really, if it's being sent to an agency, that agency will want to take off the contact details and brand it with their own logo and contact details. And the reason for that is simple. If you send it to the customer, of course they've got the contact details and they could call the candidate. But for me, it's not about a case of trust. It's more of a case of control. So if you're sending it to the customer and then they're viewing that CV and then they go ahead and they want to book an interview and they're controlling that process, you as the recruiter have lost control of that process. And you want to make sure that you're in control. So when they want to interview it, you're checking with your candidate, you're scheduling the time, you're making the arrangements, rather than waiting for or letting the customer call whenever they feel like it. They miss the candidate, it doesn't happen, or they say they're going to call and it doesn't happen, and then the candidate loses interest. So that's one of the reasons why, or the main reason why, that you understand why people ask for that to take off. But again, it's quite interesting back in the day where you're using Tipp-Ex, and I'm sure some people remember that, and I'd love to hear if people have got any experience and what it was like for them doing it via fax as well. It'd be great to hear from you.